I try and arrive a minimum 45 minutes early before kickoff. I like to see the warm-up, see how the player, warms up. Does he warm up with a real good intensity, no matter the age? Does he take the warm-up seriously? Is he focused on the game? I've been to games before where, I've seen a player talking to family and friends when he should be warming up and focused on the game. There's real benefits into getting to a game early because you get to see things like that. We feel that we've got a good kind of measurement in regards to how we recruit players, what we look for, why we feel they'd be right for our environment. And again, part of that process is really vetting the players' characteristics, looking at whether they can learn in our environment, whether they have the right character, they have real long-term potential, whether it's athletically or in other areas. We always have a minimum of 5 reports on players, and obviously from those 5 reports, it should show that the player is one, high potential, and also hopefully high performance. But we don't get too caught up in the performance on the younger ones, because when you're dealing with young players, potential is the key criteria. We have a thing called a player passport, and I'll make sure the coaches have as much detail on that player as possible so they can read that document and they'll have as much information about that player. They'll know what that player's hobbies are, they'll know what their football age is, and by their football age, how long they've been playing, if they've been in the academy system before, do they go to a good school, whatever it might be. We make sure that they have as much information about that player. If you don't believe the player has the potential to go on and play either in West Ham's first team or a first team, then I kind of feel you're wasting your time. I saw a stat recently that 83% of Champions League players were playing first team football by the age of 18. So that to me means the elite players start playing first team football early, but it's not a one size fits all. There's a number of scenarios that can happen. You look at players like Jesse Lingard at Manchester United, late developer, who wasn't physically ready for first team football at 18 and 19, but he's now playing first team football in his mid-20s. So you will always come across players like that. It's just understanding the mechanics and where a player is with their maturation as well. In London, you've got the bottom end of Leyton Orient and Barnet, who have academies, right to your Cat 1s in the area like Chelsea and Arsenal. So it's really, really competitive in London. You haven't just got to worry about the London clubs. Man City, Everton, Liverpool, Man United, all these clubs have recruitment guys that are based in London and actively are going to games throughout the week and at weekends in London. The biggest challenge is the competition to get the best players in, because we are really looking for elite players. And when you're looking for elite players, you're going to have competition. Nowadays, it's almost impossible for an elite young player to not be on everyone's radar, no matter who they play for. They could play for a team in an obscure part of the country, and due to social media, everybody will know this player. That then means that increased competition to sign the player if they are good enough for your environment, and sometimes you might have to move quicker than you would like.